Chapter 7, the Creation Care Team of COS. Church of the Servant was founded just a few years after the first Earth Day was celebrated in 1970. The same dynamics that were at work in American society generally, shaping attitudes towards the environment, were also at work in members of COS. The reverse was also true. COS members were among those shaping attitudes in the Grand Rapids area and beyond. So in short, creation care has been a commitment of COS from its beginning. Being good stewards of God's creation has gone hand in hand with being good stewards of our financial resources, with love and care for the most vulnerable, with racial and gender equality, and with our overarching vision to do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with our God. Underlying our commitment to care for creation is our acknowledgement of general as well as special revelation. We acknowledge the truth and mystery of revelation in the person of Jesus Christ and the Holy Scriptures, and we acknowledge revelation in creation. To quote the psalm, "The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of God's hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they display knowledge. There is no speech or language where their voice is not heard. Their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the end of the world." And another quotation from Scripture. "Since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, God's power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made." In 2011, the Synod of the Christian Reformed Church adopted the report of a task force on stewardship of creation, which said, to quote, "It is the current near consensus of the international scientific community that climate change is occurring and is very likely due to human activity. Human-induced climate change is an ethical, social justice, and religious issue. We are called to commit ourselves to honor all God's creatures and to protect them from abuse and distinction, for our world belongs to God. The precautionary principle compels us to take private and public actions to address climate change." 3 years later, the denomination's Office of Social Justice, in response to this synodical injunction, launched the Climate Witness Project. The mission of the Climate Witness Project is to equip and assist congregations as they take action to address one of the most pressing issues of our day, namely climate change. The mission has 4 pillars: worship, education, energy stewardship, and advocacy. The Climate Witness Project has now expanded well beyond the bounds of the Christian Reformed Church to include nearly 2,000 individuals, working with well over 300 ministries, representing over 20 denominations. COS was among the first congregations to respond to the Climate Witness Project's mission by establishing at COS a Creation Care Team. Today, the Creation Care Team of COS is the largest and most active in the denomination's project. Indispensable to its success has been the energy, dedication, and imagination of Steve Mulder, its leader over the years. The Creation Care Team has work groups for each of the 4 pillars. Here is a list of some of what has been achieved. Energy stewardship. Most of the electricity COS uses is now produced by our own solar panels. Nearly all lighting has been upgraded to LED. Bathroom paper towels have been replaced by cool blow dryers. Coffee is triple certified, fair trade, organic, shade-grown. The paper used is made from recycled paper or bamboo. Reusable plates and cutlery are used whenever possible. When disposables are used, they are recyclable. A nature trail has been created around the perimeter of the church property. In partnership with Plaster Creek stewards, 25 large native trees have been planted. Several rain gardens and a bioswale have been installed. The turf in the parking lot islands has been replaced by native species of plants. A long-term project has been to remove invasive, non-native species from the church property. Trees and shrubs that provide food for birds and animals are being planted. Worship. Along with many other churches, COS has incorporated the season of creation into its church year, celebrated in the fall, and the worship committee has composed a God the Creator liturgy for this season of creation. A tradition has been initiated celebrating the Stations of the Cross on Good Friday by walking meditatively along the nature trail surrounding the church. Education. The Creation Care Team has sponsored adult education sessions, book discussions, and film screenings for COS, and is currently committed to sponsoring 4 educational sessions quarterly every year. In collaboration with other Climate Witness congregations, the Creation Care Team has sponsored a number of educational events for the general public, film screenings, seminars, and webinars on topics as diverse as sustainable investing, plastic, and green burial. Advocacy. The denomination's Climate Witness Project provides advice to participating congregations for advocacy at the national and international levels. The Creation Care Team of COS has focused its advocacy work on city, county, and state issues. Soon after it began this work, it coordinated its activities with other ministries in the area and with various local environmental organizations. Today, these activities are coordinated under the umbrella of what's called Grand Rapids Area Advocacy Team. City, county, and state officials have learned that there are Christians who expect them to take action on the climate crisis confronting us. Reports of the failure of efforts around the globe to slow climate change are often grim in tone. It's easy to be discouraged. The Creation Care Team of COS makes a sustained attempt to keep alive the joy and hope of the Christian gospel.